Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to this video. So I put this video together specifically for one purpose. I've been looking at decentralized finance or DeFi on blockchain technology for about the last 6 months or so. And I've been trying to find the DeFi protocols and projects that offer the best opportunities to invest your cryptocurrencies and earn maximum APYs with the least amount of fees. DeFi is really prolific on the Ethereum blockchain. There is a lot of movement. There is a lot of value locked up on the Ethereum blockchain, approaching about 17, $18 billion in value right now. However, the fees associated with interacting with the smart contracts that allow you to utilize decentralized finance protocols and financial products essentially are what they are. Those gas fees are extremely high as well, and extremely high for the average person, not necessarily for a high net worth individual. But if you're somebody that's just starting out in cryptocurrency or someone that is looking to um, minimize the fees that you will pay, which is what decentralized finance allows you to do, but maximize the earning potential of your money, then right now what's happening with Ethereum may be a little bit above your price points. So what I've been doing consistently is looking for DeFi opportunities on blockchain that have the minimum amount of fees that you have to pay out in order to put your money to work for you. This is all about putting our money to work for us or employing our money to become um, income earners for us. And so we can now do that. And so what I found is what you see here on the screen, which is a decentralized finance platform on the Tron blockchain called JustLend. And JustLend essentially does what it says it does here, a decentralized lending platform. You're able to supply liquidity to a liquidity pool, and the liquidity is in 9 different cryptocurrencies, which we'll go over here in a minute. You can then borrow against your principal amount that you have supplied, and you can earn 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And so what I want to do is look at the different coins that we're able to get into a position in here that are in the market. So if you look at the screen here, you see that you can use Tron, USDT, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Sun token, which is also on the Tron blockchain, the Just token, JST, USDJ, another stable coin on the Tron blockchain, and WBTT and WIN token. So there's a total of 9 coins that you're then able to get into a position here where you can earn the APYs that you see here on the screen. And then the even cooler part about what JustLend and what's happening with DeFi on the Tron blockchain does for you as an end user is it allows you to maximize the earning potential for each position that you take in one of these 9 coins. So what do I mean by that? So if I hover over the APY payout for Tron here, it tells me that I can supply APY. The supply APY consists of supply APY and supply mining APY. Your supply rewards can be withdrawn anytime along with your supplied asset, and the Sun mining rewards will be staked for up to 7 days before automatically being withdrawn to your wallet. So what that means here is that I can get into a position where I can supply a certain amount of Tron to the smart contract, and I'll earn 4.03% for doing that. But as I hover over this APY, what you're then able to see is that there's 2 different earning potentials that happen with one coin on this smart contract. So you have the supply base APY, which is 0.04%, and then you have the supply mining APY, which is 3.99%. And what am I actually mining? I'm going to be mining the Sun token here, which is one of the tokens that they launched a few months back as part of the Tron Foundation. And it allows you to, this smart contract allows you to put up Tron or any of the other 8 cryptocurrencies and earn an APY on those, and then also mine the Sun token that operates on the Tron blockchain in the same process. So what you're essentially able to do now, if you can look at that, is you have earning potential 3 different ways off of every token. So I'm already in a position in Tron. Tron is traded 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on the open market. And so I get price action up or down with respect to the supply and demand mechanisms of the market. So that's one income stream. Then I'm able to supply Tron to this smart contract and essentially supply a certain amount of Tron to a liquidity pool. And for that, I'm going to earn a certain APY. And then at the same time, I'm able to mine the Sun token at a particular APY based upon what my principal investment amount is. So for each one of these 9 coins, there ends up being 3 streams of income that you can generate all at the same time. So when you add all of that up, 9 tokens times 3 streams of income, you're in a position to where you can now have 27 streams of income all on JustLend if you get into a position with each one of the 9 tokens that they offer you an opportunity to provide liquidity for in a liquidity pool. And so let's look at the market real quick so that I can further explain what's going on here. So the total supply for JustLend's market cap here for decentralized finance on the Tron blockchain, right now it sits at the total supply is $110.6 million, and the total borrow amount is $15.4 million. You're then able to see some additional metrics, which what are the top 3 coins in that pool. So you see that Tron is the top, 30.87%. Then we have USDT, stable coin, which is 20.78%. And then we have Bitcoin on the Tron blockchain here, which is 15.9%. And then those other 6 coins are on down the list. When we look at the borrow amount, it's pretty much broken out similarly, whereas people are borrowing more of USDT. 75% of this 15.4 is in USDT, 7.71% is in USDJ, and 5.14% is in TRX. And so you're also able to see how many users are actually supplying that are adding to this total here, the 110.6, and then how many users are actually borrowing, which is adding to this total here, 15.4. And as you scroll down a little bit more, you're able to then see out of that total number of supply, which was at 110 million, you have 34 million that is in Tron, 23 million in USDT, 17.6 million in BTC, 4.83 million in Ethereum, 10.09 million in Sun, 5.22 in Just, 8.1 in USDJ, 5.2 in WBTT, and 2.46 in WIN. So again, what you're able to see is how that is broken up into each one of these coins, which essentially represents a liquidity pool for each one of these coins that adds to that total of $110.6 million. And then as you are involved in adding liquidity to that pool, you're able to capture these APYs. And these APYs are broken down into a base amount and also a mining amount, where you're going to get the Sun token by default at a certain percentage, depending on which coin you actually are adding liquidity to a pool for. And so what I'm understanding is that decentralized finance is a great way to cut out the middleman and grow your investment portfolio, and then be able to also at the same time compound the interest that you're able to make over a period of time. So what I want to do now is go directly to the wallet that I'm going to use to actually enter into a investment strategy that I'm going to start today, January the 1st of 2021, and I'm going to let this run all the way through to December the 31st of this year. So I'm going to use this JustLend Smart Contract, decentralized finance opportunity, and I'm going to take a certain amount of value and I'm going to spread it out over all 9 of these coins equally. And then what I'm going to do is let that run for this entire year and essentially see how much of the earning potential I can make off of my principal dollar amount. Okay, now I'm on the JustSwap.io website. And what we can do here with JustSwap is that allows you to take TRX, which is the native token for the Tron blockchain, and then you can swap that out to get into a position in all of the other tokens that are available for use on Tron blockchain. So in this wallet here that I created for this JustLend investment strategy, I have 18,365 Tron, which equates to approximately right at about $500. That's what I'm starting off with. So I'm going to use $500 of value, and I'm going to spread it out over 9 different tokens. And then the goal is to try to capture as much APY as I possibly can over the next 12 months. So I've just gone to CoinGecko real quick and typed in TRX, because what I want to do here is confirm what the real time dollar value of Tron is right at this moment. So let's see. Okay. Okay, so here are the metrics on Tron. And so I'm gonna, in the calculator here, 18,365. So yeah, it's about $496 in value right now. So I'll just roll with that. So now I'm gonna go over here to Just Swap. And so if I take that $500 amount and I multiply it, or excuse me, if I divide it by 9, I'm going to come up with $55.55. So I'm going to round that down a little bit. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to make sure that there's enough Tron left over to take care of all of the gas fees associated with interacting with the JustLend smart contract. Anytime you interact with the smart contract on blockchain, there's gas fees. And earlier I talked about why I'm focusing in on the Tron blockchain as opposed to Ethereum right now, because the gas fees on Tron are significantly lower than what they are on Ethereum. So if I take $500 and divide it by 9, I get $55.55. I'm going to go ahead and round that down to a whole $50. So what I'm going to essentially be doing is taking the 18,365 Tron, and I'm going to break that up into $50 value increments of each of the other 9 tokens, or the 8 tokens that I can get into a position with. So how I do that is I come to JustSwap. So if I go back over to JustLend and I look at, I already have Tron. The next one is USDT. So I want to get $50 of USDT, $50 of Bitcoin, $50 of Ethereum, $50 of Sun token, $50 of JST or Just token, $50 of USDJ, $50 of WBTT, and $50 of WIN. So as I go back to JustSwap, that's essentially what I'm going to be looking to do. So I'll start with USDT. So I'm going to click, I'm going to go down the list here and find USDT. And then once I do that, I can make sure that I'm on the swap function first. Select USDT. There it is right there. And then I can come here and say I want 50 USDT. 50 USDT corresponds to 1,857 TRX. And again, it's telling me that there's going to be a price impact of about 0.01%, which equates to 5.57 Tron. So again, Why I decided to round down was so that I can make sure that as I make these swaps, there's enough Tron in the wallet to make this swap and give me each of the whole $50 increments that I'm looking for. So I want to swap 1,857 Tron for $50 worth of USDT. Okay. So I'll go ahead and perform that swap. It's going to cost me 5.57 Tron. It's going to give me 50 USDT, which is the stable coin pegged to the value of $1 USDT. So that's $50 worth of Tron there that I'm going to have. So I'm going to go ahead and do that swap. And then I'm going to, since I got several of these coming, I'm going to go ahead and sign this contract. All right. Tron is also much faster than Ethereum or a lot of the other coins that are out there right now. Okay, so in the wallet, I now have USDT. The next one up is Bitcoin. So I'm going to go to Just Swap and go here in the list. I'm going to look for Bitcoin, which is right there. And then I need $50 worth of Bitcoin. So I don't have a calculator right here in front of me. So what I need to do now is go here to find out what $50 of Bitcoin will be. So I'll go here real quick to the calculator. For Bitcoin. Bitcoin is 29.5 right now. So Bitcoin is approaching 30,000 and it may hit it this evening. So I'm going to type in a USD dollar amount. So that's $50 and that tells me that 0.0016. So then I'll take this number here. I'll copy that. I'll go back over to Just Swap and I'll paste this here. And that'll give me the amount of Bitcoin that I need to swap in order to be able to capture the Bitcoin. All right, so here we are again. I'm going to go ahead and do that swap. That's going to give me approximately $50 worth of Bitcoin. Swap is complete. Next will be Ethereum. So I'll go ahead and pull Ethereum up. So $50 USD of Ethereum, 0.06824, 0.06824. So then I'll come here and I'll go to Ethereum. And get here, I'll type in 0.06824. I'll go ahead and do that swap. Okay, that swap is complete. Next on the list is Sun token. So I'll go to Sun token here. $50 worth of Sun token comes out to 8.1037. So then I'll go here, pull up Sun token, 8.1037. Is that correct? Go back and look at that. Yeah, 8.1037. Okay, so now this equates to about $50 of Sun. So I'll go ahead and do that swap. Confirm that. Okay, that swap is complete. Next on the list is JST. So I'll go here, JST. And I'm using CoinGecko to pull up all of the metrics on these tokens. CoinGecko is a great aggregator of information for all of the coins that operate on the blockchain. So $50 of JST comes to 2153.5015. So 2153.5015. Go find JST. I want 2153.5015. Okay. So I'll swap that out. And if you notice, these liquidity provider fees are all about 5.5 TRX. So this is going to equal out to $50 of value injected into each one of these coins. So I got that going. Next on the list is WBTT, or excuse me, USDJ. So I know that that's a stable coin, so that's just even 50. So then I'll go to USDJ here. USDJ. Gonna be 50 of those. Swap for that. Okay, that swap is complete. Next on the list was WBTT. So I'll go here and I will swap for WBTT. But when I do that, I have to come here, WBTT. Actually, it'll be BTT. So BTT. Okay, so $50 of BTT. All right, 165,557.4318. It's not going to give me that. 165,557.4318. So I'll go here, 16555. What was it? 165,557.4318. 7.4318. Yeah, and let's see. Okay, so that equates to $50 worth of WBTT. So I'll go ahead and do that swap. Close that out. Next on the list is WIN. So I'll go back to CoinGecko. I'll type in WIN. Let's see. Pull up the WIN token. Okay, $50 of WIN. 846,883.4688. That is 846-833 or 846-883-4688. So I'll go to WIN, pull up the WIN token. 846-883. What was it? 846-883.4688. And that equates to $50 worth of WIN token. And so I'll go ahead and do that swap. Confirm that. Okay. Close that out. All right, very good. So now I can go back to my JustLend here, because in this wallet, and I'm using Tron Link, by the way. So here's my Tron Link wallet. And so what it'll do is it'll populate now. So there's about $93 of value in TRX that's left, keeping in mind that $50 of that is going to be staked into this contract. And then I have positions in Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, WBTT, WIN token, USDJ, the Just token, the Sun token. And so when you add all that up, that's the total of 9 tokens that I'm going to be able to get into a position with. So now I'm going to start with Tron. I'm going to go back to TRX here. TRX. $50 of Tron right now is 1851.6461. Okay, so I'm going to come back here, go back to home, and now I'm going to begin to supply these. So again, that value was 1851.64. So I'll go to the contract. I want to supply $50 worth of Tron. $1851.646. Okay. Now I'm going to supply 50 USDT. Then I'm going to go down to Bitcoin. I want to supply, I'll approve the Bitcoin. Supply the max, because I know that that's $50 worth. Move down to Ethereum. Approve Ethereum. I'll supply the max because I already have set that up to be $50 worth of Ethereum. Moving on down to Sun. I'll approve Sun. I'll go with the max, which is $50 of Sun. Moving on down to Just token. I'll approve. And what I'm doing is I first have to approve my wallet to be able to interact with the JustLend Smart Contract for each token that I want to interact in that contract with. And that approval process, or that confirmation of the approval, it garners an amount of Tron in fees. So Tron essentially is the gas that is used to power all transactions on that blockchain. I'm gonna supply that. Moving on to USDJ, I'll approve that. Apply the max on that. Moving on to WBTT. I'll approve that. And if you'll notice up at the top, the TRX balance that's left in the wallet is going down with each one of these transactions, because that is the gas that I'm using to power all of these transactions. And then last here is WIN token. So I will approve that. Put in the max. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All 9 coins now have $50 of value that is applied to the smart contract. And so now when you come back up here and check it out at the top, you're able to see that plus or minus a few cents, there's $50 of Tron here, $50 of USDT, $50 of Bitcoin, $50 of Ethereum, $50 of Sun, $50 of JST, $50 of USDJ, $50 of WBTT, and $50 of WIN. And so now what I'm going to be able to do is capture these APYs across all 9 of these. At the same time, I'm going to be able to mine the Sun token. So I'll be able to mine this guy here. And there's different APYs associated with mining the Sun token for each one of the coins, including the Sun token itself. So I'll get a base APY of 0.01, and then I'll also get a APY for mining Sun of 4.5, and that corresponds to the $50 of value of Sun token that I have locked up. And so what I've done here is I've taken $500 and I've spread it out across 9 different tokens. And for the next 12 months, I'm going to earn off of these tokens interacting with this particular smart contract. And you see that the overall dollar amount here is coming out at being $449, right about $450. And I'm okay with that. I was looking for even 500, but I'll take what I got after paying fees and everything. So here's the main thing that we need to look at. All of these coins combined have a total value of $449.96 right now. This value will fluctuate depending on that first earning feature of each particular crypto. Tron all the way down to WIN each have price action in the market that you can go to CoinGecko or any of the other aggregators on blockchain to find out real-time information about what the performance of this coin is. So as these coins go up and down in the market as it's traded over a 24-hour period, the principal value of those tokens will go up or down as well. Then beyond that, I'm able to gain the APY that I get for actually providing liquidity to the smart contract, which is providing liquidity to the pool that you see here. So now I am a part of the $110.8 million total supply. And then next week, in 7 days, I'll come back and I'll leverage my $450 of value, and I'll be able to borrow against that value. And then I'll be able to then add that to the principal and generate even more earning potential off of those 9 tokens. And so that's how we get into the lend it out, borrow it, and earn anytime or all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with this JustLend smart contract on the Tron blockchain, which is Tron's offering of decentralized finance to the end user. So if I go back to home here, I'm going to go ahead and get this set up and spend the fees now so that you'll see what my total borrow amount will be. So I want to use each one of these as collateral, which is going to cost a certain amount of Tron. I'm going to go ahead and set them up because I know in 7 days I'll want to get into the lending side of it, and the borrowing side of it. Ethereum. And each one of these transactions, there's a small percentage of Tron that is being deducted from my overall balance here. So now I'll go with, okay. So I'm going to use each one of these as collateral so that in 7 days, I'll be able to come back, do another video, show you the interest that I've made off of all 9 coins over a week period of time, the first of 52 total weeks, running this out through the end of this year. And then I'll leverage that value to maximize my earning potential. Okay, so each of my 9 tokens are now approved as collateral. So I have a principal total supply balance of $449 right now. And then I can borrow essentially another $300 of value, or $297. So next week, that's what I'm gonna do. And where this comes from, you can actually see that there is I don't know if it shows it here, but there is a certain percentage of your total principal that you're then able to borrow against. It's not quite 100%, but I'm fine with the $300 because I have $449, and then I can add another $300 of value to that. And then when I do that in about a week, that'll show up here. But over the next 7 days, what we're going to see is the amount of the principal coin that is generated. And I'm already doing it here on some of these guys because the APYs are much higher than all the rest of them. So I'm getting 20.8 on win, and I'm getting 9.19 on WVTT. So you see these already going. But after 7 days, there'll be a certain amount of sun that's generated in each one of these. And then the coin itself in the market is going to have positive, negative price action. So I'll go the first 7 days and let that ride. And then I'll actually increase this by about another $300. And so I'll end up with right at around $750 of value that I will then take along for the entire 12 months of 2021 to try to see what the maximum earning potential is on my principal of $450 right here. And this is the first of several videos where I'm going to actually document the progress of this investment strategy over the next 12 months. And I'll be back with more content moving forward, figure out how to make as much money as we can make off of these particular strategies. Thank you for taking a look at this video. I ask that you like and subscribe the channel, and I'll continue to provide content on a daily, semi-daily, definitely weekly basis. Thank you.